Salad and I Saw Dr. No. It is directed by Terrence Young, and if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. By the way, this is the first James Bond movie. Yeah, I'm going back that far, and I'm going to review all of James Bond. So if you're interested in that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and it's time to do some bonding. It's bonding time. This movie starts and a guy gets assassinated. He's very important. He's part of the M16s, and you know, he's got a very important position. And so it's up to James Bond. He gets called in. No, actually, he has to get found because he's so cool that he is very hard to be discovered, where his location's at, all that fun jazz. And so the agency have to do a bunch of things and such, and a bunch of series of events they have to do that, and it's enjoyable to see people try to get in contact with James Bond, but alas, they get in contact with James Bond. They're like, yo, you gotta go to Jamaica, man. You know what's up? You wanna know why? It's because you have to see what's going on over there. Clearly somebody's after our guys, and so that's what James Bond does. Fascinating thing about the James Bond series, from the very first movie, he does not say shaken, not stirred. What it is a waiter comes and says, yo, here's your order, like you requested, shaken, not stirred, which implies that he is A, said this a lot, and B, has probably in the past reprimanded the waiter for not saying what James Bond has ordered in the past. So this has happened multiple times that he's asked for this. But James Bond did not ask himself in this movie, just for notes, just for history's sake, history keepsaking. What I love about this movie is immediately he gets on the plane and somebody's trying to kill him. And of course, he sleeps with a woman, he woos a woman, and then somebody tries to kill him, and so he tries to escape from the person trying to kill him, and I really like it. First of all, I gotta mention the colors. They're very vibrant, they're very bright. The colors, beautiful. Mwah. The 60s, very heavily saturated colors. I like the colors a lot. The colors, they make me feel like I'm on the beach right now. And all the sunset colors, any beautiful landscape, full range of colors in this movie, which I like a lot. So anyway, we got James Bond. He's going to Jamaica, and a guy is unsuccessful in his attempt to get James Bond. And of course, James Bond goes on to the island, is very skeptical. But what's interesting is he has to boat in, and he has this lady friend that he's like hanging out with. He sleeps with 3 lady friends in this movie. I think I should start an official James Bond's lady counter. Starting with this movie, she sleeps with 3 women in the first movie. And so this is official now. All right, keep track in the comments for me, because I'm not going to remember it all. Thank you, please and thank you. So James Bond takes this lady, notices that there's a guys coming in boats that are probably going to shoot him, and so pushes her into this mound, this natural mound. And when there's a bunch of machine bullets, he's like, yeah, we're protected. Hell yeah, we're getting protection over here. And so I liked that part. I was like, man, James Bond is a very intuitive person, and he's so cool and calm and collected with everything he does. He's so amazing. I love James Bond's character immediately. This man, Sean Connery, man, he is a really good looking man. And I'm like, man, this is a cool guy. I think all men should aspire to be Sean Connery men in the 60s. So I'm like, this is cool. I like this guy. And so we got this lady, she's also hanging out with him while he goes to this nice little suite room. But first they have to go through this decontamination process, which takes them getting naked. And you get a little glimpses and shots of the lady being naked, and it's awesome. There's a part where you can see her naked, but you can't really make out what's there. It's just the furthest distance where you can make any detail out. But you know, it's a lady there, and then she gets covered in a towel, and it's pretty decent, and I like it. So I like this lady. She's there, she's hanging out. You know what's up with Dr. No? Dr. No be like, yo, I don't have a hand. Radiation damage. I'm super into radiation. Also, by the way, I bought this entire island, and I'm just gonna keep doing my research, and I don't care about the island at all. And so James Bond is like, we gotta get rid of that. So he figures out a way to sabotage their daily procedures for the radiation projects, makes it super radiated water, and then he like dumps Mr. No in there, and then James Bond escapes, and it's pretty miraculous. I'm like, how are you going to do it? And even though it looks treacherous, I'm like, man, this looks hard. How is he going to get out? I just know intuitively that James Bond is going to get out, and he does. And I really like the stunt where he's in the pipe and he's got water over him. I'm like, man, is he not drowning? That's crazy that he's not drowning. And so I like this movie. It's a good one, and James Bond is going to get another request, and I'm excited to watch the next James Bond movie. What do you think about this James Bond movie in the comments below? I feel like I said everything about this James Bond movie, honestly. I thought that this was going to be a little bit colder, but it's not. This is a good movie. I don't know what else to say about it other than it was vibrant. It really was a vibey movie. It made me feel so sad that movies aren't like this anymore, and it made me really appreciate like a set piece of a movie. This movie really takes place like we're on a play, and I'm like there in the room with James Bond, which I really think is cool about the movie being in the 60s, and it's pretty cool. I gotta give this film, it's pretty sick. It gets a 7.77 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another on the platform you like it. $20 dinos, patreon.com/ASEPresents. One movie review per 1 month. Go to this link tree, support the daily grindiness of all the daily movies. Go here. And until next time, mint salad sauce, seal it to my sour croutons and bacon bits.